So I'm making this video to talk about the rifle that I use for my hunting excursions. I've seen a lot of comments recently where people are asking what I use, what caliber, things of that nature. So this video, beginning of it, I'm just going to talk about this rifle specifically. Towards the end, I'm going to address some questions that I had on how am I able to get that video of my kill shots through the reticle. There are a couple of different products out there. I'm going to talk about the one that I prefer and why at the end of this video if you're still interested in that. This rifle specifically, this is the Barrett Fieldcraft rifle. It's a very, very light rifle. Just the rifle itself, without optic, without any of these other things, is 4.5 pounds. So pretty incredible. Definitely wanted a light rifle because I knew I'd be doing some modifications to it, make it a little bit heavier. So this is the Barrett Fieldcraft rifle. You may not recognize it because, well, I did a couple of things. The first thing I did was put some paint on it. This is not Cerakote, this is just rattle can. Basically just did a pattern on it. I don't know, kind of brown color, fits most of the environments that I'm hunting in. So overall just decided to go with this. Next modification that I did was I put a bipod on it. Now that's not some crazy modification, that's basically a preference thing. In reality, I'm very, very unlikely to take a shot from prone in a hunting type environment. Typically it's due to grass or different types of terrain. So I put it on, depending on where I am, sometimes I'll just take it off because it adds extra weight that's not needed. I also have a sling. Highly recommend a sling if you're hunting. If you're out and about for hours, whether it's stalking, tracking, or whatever you're doing, you're going to want to be able to throw this rifle on your back. This specific Barrett Fieldcraft, they make a couple of different ones. It's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, and it is the 18-inch threaded barrel. Now, I live in California. I can't have a suppressor. The intention for the threaded barrel was to have a suppressor. However, I put a brake on here. The brake, I don't quite know if it's needed. It definitely helps to minimize the felt recoil. Because it's such a light rifle, 6.5 Creedmoor, it's not a huge cartridge, but there is more felt recoil because of the lighter shooting platform. I put a brake on it. Personally, I like it. The helicopter pilot last time I was in Africa did not like it. What we did is I was shooting with this, so pretty difficult shots, shooting a scoped bolt action from a moving platform, being the helicopter, at moving targets, being the various animals that I shot. So I was sitting in the back right seat, and we basically just took the doors off, my feet are on the skids, and I'm shooting here with this type of range of motion, and my pilot is up here. Well, as I'm shooting down here, all of that blast was just nailing him in the arm. So I told him we could land, we could grab a different rifle, but he insisted we stay in the air. It was a great hunt. He also said that he was feeling little things on his arm. So not just the blast, but what that was is with the 18-inch barrel, some of that propellant was not spent and was coming out the muzzle blast and hitting him in the shoulder. Again, I felt bad. I offered we could turn around, grab a different rifle. He insisted we stay up, and we did. So if you haven't seen those videos on my channel, feel free after you watch this one, pop over, click on those. Got some pretty cool kill shots from the helicopter. Anyways, so I guess we talked about the threaded barrel. We talked about the bipod, which I'm typically taking off. I guess let's talk about this. This is one of the biggest modifications. This is a Pic Rail here that actually got drilled into the stock. So the reason I wanted that rail is I have a couple of different tripods that I shoot off of, a couple of different grips. I prefer really, really light. So I went with this one, which is Bowtac Key Zion. This one I picked this up from a shooting course. Someone else was using it. He said he had access to more of them. I bought this one off him, so I'm not really sure where to direct you to buy one. But I wanted this just because it's more lightweight than some of the other ones where you have to twist in, and some of the cant can get kind of messed up. With this, I like it because it's quick. You can just throw it up, pull the lever back, and it locks into place. Other modifications, I wouldn't really say this is a modification, but I did put this cheek rest on here, and I really, really like it. It's from Tria Tactical. What I like is, obviously it's very soft here. It provides a lot of cushion, and it also comes with inserts you can put in to raise that height, that cheek height. So I have very high cheekbones. So for me, I need something to raise it up so that I can get that right field of view and get right on my reticle quickly and have it all centered. So for me, it was a better option to go with this and to put those strips in here to raise it versus drilling in and then putting one of the plastic ones up. And I don't know, I just didn't like the idea of that. Even though I drilled in here, so I talked to Barrett, this is doable, but because this rifle is so lightweight, if you start drilling into the stock of it back here, you could have some issues. So definitely did not want that. Ended up going with this, Tria Tactical. If you're familiar with them, they make some amazing products, and this is one of them. I usually put some extra hearing protection in here, and then a couple extra bullets. And pretty much ready to go, got everything I need. So this tripod, I like it a lot with this rail, because it just pops in. And then basically, once you have it in here, all you got to do, pull this back. So I prefer to have this on the right side. Some people would say on the left side so you're not using your shooting hand, but personally I just like to always have things the same way. Have it on the right side, throw the rifle on, pull it back, clamp it in. This you can loosen if you need to move it, however you need to move. Basically push it up here, and this I definitely would want on the left hand, because here, if I need to take the shot, or as I'm getting on target, I definitely want to have my dominant hand on this side, so I can use the left one to tighten it or loosen it accordingly. Then obviously, depending on what stance I'm taking, I'm going to place my left hand and then take that shot. So again, this one is super stable, really good platform. It is a Manfrotto tripod. It's not the crazy carbon fiber, a couple $100, super light, super durable, had it all over the world, works really great. Regarding this recording system, this is Torrey Pines Logic, and this is called the Deadeye. There are other options out there where you can put your phone up and things of that nature. For me, I wanted to just be able to quickly throw a GoPro in here, have it make sure that it's really robust. I mean, this thing has amazing construction. It basically is a series of mirrors and prisms, but what it doesn't do is it doesn't obstruct my natural marksmanship fundamentals, so I'm able to get on the rifle just as I would any other time. Some of them I've seen where there's a phone adapter, you put the phone here, and then you're basically just like this, almost like a video game, just looking and pointing. Not really my thing, depending on what type of position I'm going to be in to take the shot. I just want to be able to go to basics, to get on, aim, take the shot, not have anything get in the way. The quality from this is really amazing too. So pretty happy with it. If you haven't seen some of my kill shots, check out the other videos and you'll be able to see those. If you have any specific questions about the Barrett Fieldcraft rifle or about any of the modifications that I've done or anything that I forgot to mention, leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much.